Vroom, 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 vroom. Honk, honk. Get in, losers. We're going struggling. Vroom, 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 vroom. Hello, friends, and welcome to another Ride in the Struggle Bus for Every Wheel's an Empty Triangle. I've been mixing up recently with what I've been doing with videos here, and we're going to continue that trend with today's video. So today we're going to be looking at a review that I did for one of my Patreon subscribers. I thought the review came out pretty well, and so I wanted to show you guys here. Part of that is I am shamelessly plugging my Patreon today, and so I want to go over the details of what that gets you if you join. So there are 3 tiers. Regardless of which tier you join, you get access to all of the Patreon videos that I've ever done. There are over 100 reviews and 20 or so teaching game videos. And so if you just can't get enough of the bus, there's a lot of extra videos there. So the 3 tiers, the first one is just $1. That's it. Gets you access to all the videos. That's what it does. The second tier is $5 a month, and that gets you access to a video review similar to what you guys are going to see today. So if you just like getting reviews of your games, it's a pretty reasonable option to do that. And for $10 a month, you get your review as well as a teaching game. And then if we can't sync up live, then you can get 2 teaching. You can get 2 reviews instead. All 3 tiers get you access to all the videos. Also, all 3 tiers get you on the list of cool people who support the channel so that you can also show everybody else that you are cool. That's what it's all about, right? Also, I'm running a special. Usually I like to do something around Christmas. I didn't really get to it, so this is kind of the backup plan there. If you join in the months of January or February, you will get an extra video review for free just for the first month, and then it'll go back to normal. So if you join in January or February, the second tier for $5, you'll end up getting 2 reviews for your first month. So either way, you don't need to join. Don't feel like you need to. I appreciate that you guys watch these videos. Anyway, that's what I got for the shameless plug. Let's get on to this interesting review. Vroom, 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 vroom. Hello, Chris, and welcome to your next Patreon review for January of 2025, probably. You've got a few backlogged there. This is a good game that you sent in, though. Thank you for sending the game. Thank you for your continued support. You had some questions. So 41 was the. I'm just gonna take a look before we get there. I have skimmed through the game, so I do have some pre-built-in comments. Yeah, this move was great. This move was really, really good. You asked if this was good timing. Perfect timing, in my opinion. I think I would have played the same exact thing. Move 69. This is shown as a big mistake. Is this because it's Aji Keshi? I thought 71 and 73 played out the way I wanted it to. Let's see. Probably because we might be able to cut with this, right? If we're looking for a cut, we could be looking at something like this. So when we play here, white gets to connect because we can't cut here because this stone's going to die. So that's likely why we got dinged on this. Did we get dinged on this? 6 points? Yeah, probably. It's my guess anyway. Okay, 77 listed as a mistake, but you do not know why. I probably don't know why either. Wow, that's beyond me, my friend. 7-point mistake. AI wants the cut here. That's got to be it. This isolates these 5 stones, and we are strong. We'll be able to endure any fight here. And these stones are strong enough too, but we will likely be able to actively develop this right side. It's worth noting there's a cut here, there's a cut here. And so as white jumps out, we can start over here and pressure this group and at the end of it come back with something like this and potentially kill these 2 stones. But when we play here, it gives white the timing to just connect. That is my guess. Did white lose points here? Yeah, white lost some points here too. It's probably the cut. That is my guess. 83 and 85, you didn't like these moves, but you felt that L12 stones were important, and giving them up would give white too much strength. I also felt I could easily live after this.
It hurt having to play 85 after the peep to maintain my connection. 83. Well, you're already connected, right? So what's the concern? We Tanuki. We're still connected here. We're still, and if white takes this, yeah, we're still just connected. So I don't think I don't think there's a cut, right? Are we worried about these two stones? I'm unsure. You know, maybe we could break through this way. It would take some reading. This is probably just a reading thing. My intuition says we do not need K11 though. That we can give these two stones up, right? If white wants to do this and go and take this cut, that means we get this and another move in Sente. And as long as we're fine over here, which we appear to be, I think we would be okay. Are the L12 stones important? I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I don't think they necessarily are. They're big. They are big, but they're not too important. 103 misread. I thought that the double cut would give me an L+1 shape. 103. 103. Are we not alive here? You're probably already alive. That's probably the issue, right? If we play this, this is pretty easy life, right? We've definitely got enough liberties for this to be fine. And if white plays this, which is the more annoying move, and then goes back to connect, we can just do this. And then here's your L+1, so we're alive here. So yeah, this was just I don't think we needed this. I don't think we needed this. You had said, let's see, misread. Oh, I thought the double cut would give me an L+1 shape with white playing first and being able to kill the. Oh, you thought that white would be able to play first if you here. But the thing is with the double cut, is while this could be an L+1 shape, we've got an I over here. So as long as we win Liberty Race, which we absolutely do, that's the we'll talk about that in the opening. Now that I know that that's a question. Okay. So everything's fine. I don't know if I would honestly respond to this move, and I don't like this as a response, but it's gonna be fine, right? If we get this. This seems okay. It's certainly not game losing, but I would probably ignore that. It's worth noting, though. Okay, let's say that white played here, and we played here, and white played here. Would you ignore this move? I don't think I would. I don't think I'd ignore this move. I do think I would follow up here. So when this happens and white tanukis, this is the same board position, I would go and play this. This is going to be a big move for, I think, a long while in this game. So we 3-3, that's fine. I like that, sure. We extend the pincer, we go do this. Perfectly fine. Okay, so I want to talk about this here. The reason, okay. So the question is, why do we make this exchange? I'm going to go over why we make this exchange. We make this exchange because black wants to play here. The problem with that is it's got some issues, right? If we go to this side, then all of a sudden these stones end up dying on us. So we don't like that, but we want to be able to jump ahead of white. But we've got this liberty issue. So instead of doing this, we play this bad local exchange first. This is a bad exchange for us. But now we've got extra liberties here, so we can make this jump. So if you understand that that is why we play this move, then when we get to move 103, you will know that this shape is still there and we're still good. This cut still doesn't work for white, because we already took the exchange. We already have the extra liberties. So if white does this and we play here and white does this and now does this, we win this liberty race because we took the b4 exchange. Hopefully that was like a big aha moment for you and you're like, oh wow, that's why we do it, because like this is the exact reason. This is the exact reason why we do that. So anyway, that's why I meant when I said I would talk about it in the opening. Okay, I don't like this for white. This is fine. Yep. Awesome move. I love it. When I was going through originally last night, I almost recorded this last night, but it was a little too late, and I decided to go to bed instead because I'm old. I saw you play this move, and I was like, yeah, this is a good move. This is a good move. But I do have a comment about your next move. So this is something I used to get in trouble with a lot more than I do now. We have to concede the fact here that this is a really deep invasion. If we're just looking at pure sector line, boy, are we behind enemy lines. A move like this is almost required by white. Okay, if white's going to take all of this influence, white cannot just back off. I feel like the game is already over because white has given up. White has said, my plan this game is to take crazy influence and then not use it. And this is why influence is hard to use, and this is why newer players will lose. I'm not calling you guys newer players, but fresh single-digit Q players right in that cusp. Influence is hard. It's a hard concept to use. But anyway, where I used to get in trouble too is I play this, be like, yeah, now we can go more, and then also my opponent plays this, and they're like, yeah, I'm screwed now. I should have jumped out. You should have jumped out too. So this is already a huge concession by white. It is time to get out of there and just accept this for what this is, as an awesome exchange. This is not a move that white wanted to play this game. White did not want to play d11. White wanted to play something like g10 or f10, something big, or maybe even tengen, right? But d11, no way. So this move, I love this move, though it is dangerous, but you know about the tricky trick with this, right? Because of this exchange. So it's possible that we could get something here, right? And just go pressure this stone. I don't know. It'd be a fight. It would be a fight, but it's one that white should be taking. But anyway, we have to acknowledge that we are very much behind the sector line here. And now that white has fixed, like, they're only... Oh, I can actually refer to white as she and her, because I should anyway, because traditionally that's how it's done. But also you're playing against somebody named Erica. So so here white is fixing her only weakness. This is her only weakness here. We gotta get out. Gotta jump. Gotta run. This is probably the biggest mistake in the game. I know AI only dings you for 1 point. Okay, but I'm telling you, this is an easy way to lose games. Okay, yes, AI is going to know how to get out of this and be fine, but I do worry about a move like this now that white's only weakness is fixed. Okay, white can probably just cut immediately, but now, okay, we jump. This might be a little too far, but I like it. But then white doesn't really challenge us on it. So this is fine. This is a good result. This is a good result. With that said, I also think this is a situation where it's probably a little naive to expect to get Sente out of this. And our group isn't totally great yet. I probably would take this turn, or I would do something like this to peep the cut. Right? If white goes to do something like this, now we can go take this cut, and this is pretty dangerous for white. So I would probably do something like this, let white fix, and then maybe take the turn. I don't know. I don't like leaving the group alone. It gives white a target. It's going to be a hard target to attack, admittedly, and this is a big move. But okay, so then white plays on top. I would definitely be doing something with this group now. Definitely be doing something with this group because white is actively surrounding. White is keeping us low and actively surrounding this group. It's time to go peep. And then, and you know, maybe even peep here and here. Just fix all that and do something like this, right? Fix both weaknesses, but white isn't getting anything out of this. But yeah, little bit of danger now. Oh, this is where white played. I just clicked on the board saying I'd be worried about a move like this right now. And this is where white played. And I know that we end up living here and everything's fine, right? Although white wins this game. We're up by a good amount here. So something definitely went wrong. Okay, so we go up and yeah, this is very slow. Okay, yes, this is Sente. But yeah, here, okay. So now you have identified that you're in a little bit of trouble. Just a little bit. We need to be looking at our opponent's weaknesses as well. Also, so our group is no longer strength, right? So we need to make eye space. Or escape. We can fully escape or make eye space. You chose the fully escape, and that's fine. But we do have some potential eye space here. This is going to be the last time I point out this move, because I pointed out a lot. But this really helps to get eye space. You know, especially now, something like this is really going to do some good for black, because these two stones are going to be a little lonely. Okay, so we attach on top. White ignores? White's a madman. Madwoman. I don't think we're done here. So I think it's important to understand on this board how ahead black is. Black is so far ahead on this. Black has a big corner here, a reasonably sized corner here, most likely a huge corner here, okay, and some potential on the side. White has a big corner here, a big side, and that's it, and Comey. Black's up here. So we just need to make sure our group doesn't die and we stay strong. We don't need to get more points. What we need to do is make sure we don't have any weak groups. So I probably would look at threatening to get this, or going here, or going here. I probably like this the most. Well, actually, if we're going to do that, this is the shape move. I like this quite a bit. White can't cut because of this. What does white do here? You know, white can do this, but now we're alive, and that's the end of it, right? So, and I don't even think we would necessarily go that way, right? If white does this, we just extend this way. I don't know why we would give the Panuki, because now this threatens to net this stone, and if white fixes that, then these stones die. So that's so this is the shape move here. Whenever you've got this, this comes up a lot, where you have this knight's move, right? Your opponent's stone and your stone, they bump, you extend, and you've got this. This is the shape move for this. Going and taking the knight's move with the attachment here. This likely locks the game up. This asks for a little too much. Okay, cool. We could have gone one further, as you know, but I like this. Yep. Great. Good job. Oh yeah, and this is the one that AI didn't like. Yeah. AI's like, yo, you're strong enough, you can come cut this now. Don't worry about that. Here we should Tanuki, though. If we think we're alive, we should Tanuki. If we don't think we're alive, we should play this. So anything here, yeah, is just a little not great. Yeah, I can see the pain here now. Understood. That's ambitious. That's also ambitious. I'd be worried about this. I'd be quite worried about this. So here I'm most likely playing. No, that's not going to work. I'm most likely playing here. This is what looks good to me. Okay, so we're live now. Yay! And we Tanuki. Hane, when they attach, we should Hane, especially in the corner. I think we'll be okay here. I can't fault you for that. Maybe this is the move. Maybe this is just the move. I take it back. Okay. Should this stone live? I don't know. I think R3 is the only move. Good job. Okay, cool. We Hane there. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Here just took a little bit of reading. And again, we went over it. Why we play this exchange. But okay. But yeah, we are slowly losing our lead, right? Like here we were up by 15 points or so. And now here we're up by 10. And now we're up by 5. And now we're up by 2. So yeah. So got to be careful with endgame. And yeah, this hurts. If white ends up getting a lot here, which white does, yeah, that's why we lost the game. White had no right to get that. That's why I kept on saying, like, instead of playing this, I was saying let's go take the big move, or instead of playing this, I was saying go get the big move. The fact that white got as many points as they did there, problematic. This one hurts a lot. This is probably the losing move. Too much fear. It's still too early in the game for points, believe it or not. I feel like this is a very important move. That or punching through here. Because there's a cut. I mean, it can be net, but like there's stuff we can do here. So white's got to be a little careful. With stuff like this could get really dangerous for white. But I would prep it with this. This is where I'd start. How does white respond to this? It's not easy. This is not an easy move to respond to. But playing here, got to be the losing move because white plays here now, yeah. And so now, like, we've lost our opportunity to jump in there, right? If white plays something like this, I don't know what we do now. So that is where we lost things. Yeah, this is the big territory. We got to do something about it right now. Right now. If you think you're losing, we can play a move like this. We can play a tester move like this, There are options. We've also got this cut if we want to go take a liberty away quickly. And then maybe go do something like this. White goes to fix this cut, and now maybe we try stuff like this. But we need to try here. This is how white's going to win this game, and that is what ends up happening. Yeah, but this is too deep. This move isn't sensei. You can't respond to it, right? You played this move. You had to expect a move like this. Oh, and you were just going to connect underneath. Yeah. So white blocked that. I still think we try. Because this will work. It takes quite a bit of reading. If white plays here and then does this, it's the same thing, right? This comes in sensei, because if white tries this kills locally. So maybe it doesn't come in sensei because of this cut. You know what I'm going to say. Go is hard. But either way, playing here, when white does this, we can't just play this. We're giving up the stone. Must cut here. Only move. We're behind now. We have to. I know AI says that the game's dead even, but I feel it slipping away. I would likely cut. Here. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Not the worst. Okay. Maybe this is bad. Hey, it doesn't ding it. Okay. That's too late. Too late, my friends. Oh, this is too late. Yep, and now white is up quite a bit. Well, interesting. It says white plus 12, and then you play here, it says white plus 6. And now it's white plus 5. None of that makes any sense to me. Okay. I think white cannot immediately play this. Yep, it needs to fix. And then we had a chance. But this was way hard to see. Way hard to see that the cut works now that this is blocked, right? The issue is without white playing here, we can cut. And this works now because we fixed this cut, as where before, if we tried, white just has this to cut these two stones off, so everything's alive. So you had a chance there, but that was a way hard one to see. So don't worry about those minus 26s. Well, here we can connect underneath, right? This is not a concern because we've got the liberties. Oh, this is absolutely a concern because white connects there. So what did we do? We connected. Oh, white's a chicken. White's gotta do this. Gotta. Dodge. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Oh, nos. Trickiness here. Trickiness for sure. But yeah, no, we lost it when we let white get that stuff on the right. I mean, it came down to endgame. I'm not going to go over all the endgame stuff. AI can show you where the good endgame moves were. The important part of this game was understanding when your group in the center was strong enough to just let it be, which is here, and go and declare your victory either there or here. This move, R2, E3. Those were the big ones, so I can label them because they were the big ones. 1, 2, 3. All those were probably 5-point mistakes, and we ended up losing. We ended up losing our 15-point lead by 4 points. So that about aligns. So yeah, hopefully I answered your questions. Hopefully you learned the thing about the Joseki in the bottom left. So next time you can be like, oh, as long as I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties, the double cut doesn't work. That's where I'm going to leave it. Happy New Year. I'll talk to you later. Bye.